And we're live.
We're live from Keeler Gardens as our cameraman is now in front of the camera. Say hi to Ed.
Hi to Ed.
Say hi, Ed.
Hi to Ed.
So, on this particular occasion, there's so much to talk about. But the first thing we're going to start with is we're not going to be able to see the comments.
Or the questions.
So
we'll
apologize.
check halfway through.
We'll check. So, we come to you today from Keeler Gardens on the northwest side of Chicago, and to give everyone a chance to join us and remind people who we are a nonprofit over on Keeler Avenue,
501c3 and everything.
just north of Addison. On the streets, you can walk and enjoy our pollinator habitat.
Even on the sidewalk here too.
On the sidewalk.
There's a lot of people that walk on the street lately.
But really our mission here is to connect you with nature, give you opportunities, ideas, inspiration, and programs to help connect you with nature. So obviously we have this wonderful nature space, and so we share it as much as we can, and we share in these videos the goings on here. But it's not only gardening. It's community, it's nature, it's connections. And so one of those connections, obviously with nature, is the literal nature around us. But it's how we immerse ourselves in that. So for example, are you a gardener? Great, you have lots of opportunities. What if you're not a gardener?
No, go ahead.
I wanted to say something.
I did. But you hadn't done yet.
So our goal here is to connect you with nature in ways that allow you to express yourself.
And one of the things that we did in previous videos, we talked about sit-stops. And we talked about meditation music in the afternoons. If you wanted to utilize the gardens for meditation, for mindfulness, or wanted to have a sit-spot. So, hence the big reveal.
You can go back to previous videos to understand what Ed means by sit spot and how we talked about our meditation space.
Didn't I say that in previous videos? No? No.
Ooh, if you did, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if not, I'm sorry, I guess. So anyways, you may notice that we seem to be sitting rather close to the ground.
And close together.
So, well, okay, we can do that. We don't have to social distance.
And that's so that we can both be on camera.
Yeah, because we're husband and wife. So.
But if we were to lift our chairs and separate a little, you might find a beautiful view of our garden.
Now I'm going to actually get on the camera now.
And Ed's going to actually be cameraman again, because we're going to reveal something we talked about in our meditation space.
Maggie caught us.
Oh, yay, Maggie! So the big reveal. Maggie saw the big reveal already.
Here we go.
Still going.
Yeah.
Great. So the big reveal is we offered up
little chairs. Sorry.
Little chairs are the big reveal. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's start over. Can you hear the meditation music in the background? We play meditation music every day after lunch so people can come, and as you're walking by, really be encouraged to look and enjoy and connect. Okay? And we've also now, big reveal,
Little chairs.
included little chairs in our garden space. So, the reason they're called little chairs is because they're normal size chairs that have been chopped. We cut the legs down at 2 different heights for different size people. Some people with long legs might find this chair a little too low to the ground. And these chairs, when they were full height, they're the plastic.
They were like
long. They weren't that big. They were like here. They were about here. But their backs are a little low, and so they were sort of a tip hazard.
Yeah, that's why we chose these chairs.
Now you're just lower to the ground, so it's not as dangerous. They had been a little bit of a hazard. They weren't as comfortable, but we talk about getting you down into the space so that your view is literally of the garden right here, but you're here. So the goal here is for us to have these chairs here all the time. So you could make this your sit spot and come and visit us once a week or once a month and see how things have changed. Listen to the birds at different times of the day.
Maggie said, I love these little chairs. It's a genius idea. It felt so calmly sitting on them yesterday and more connected to, I think it says nature. It says NATU and it says see more, but because we're live, I can't.
See more.
I'm sure that's
Thank
what it
you,
says
Maggie.
though.
I'm so glad you got to try them out. When we were sitting in them yesterday practicing our meditation chairs, we were actually sitting up near a lilac bush, and it's not in bloom yet. But when it is, this bush is about this tall. Can you see my hands?
Yes.
This tall. So when the 2 chairs are situated right there next to the lilac bush, will be enjoying that scent. Same thing with the peonies that Ed is standing right next to. We'll be able to have those peonies right at eye level. And the low growing things, like the low tulips over there, or the vinca over there, you can really enjoy them. I'm going to scoot up over here because there's this wonderful little baby columbines. These are called little lanterns. We'll put those on our What's Blooming tour on Saturday. So we're going to stick with you today for a few minutes and talk about these two concepts because tomorrow is going to be, forgive my language, crappy weather, and we're not certain we'll get a live video put together depending on if it is rainy and sleety and how freezing cold it is. So we will see tomorrow how that goes. So we're going to spend a little time with you today to remind you of what it means to this concept of connecting with nature from the perspective of how it inspires us, how it helps us, how it reduces symptoms of ADHD, how it reduces stress and fatigue. There is a study that we put in one of our presentations that talks about how heart disease, Alzheimer's, a whole bunch of other medical conditions are actually somewhat alleviated. So there's a cost savings to the medical industry, to the insurance and healthcare industry.
So Maggie said this morning when she was working with her mom, she asked her to think through where her spot will be. And
fantastic. So
yeah.
The whole point of the sit spot is to commune with nature, and I don't mean that in a lighthearted way. I mean it in a seriously. Go to the same space at different times of year, different times of the week, different times of the day. Maybe when it's raining and bring an umbrella, when it's sunny, when it's cloudy, day, night, and really experience that space as your own at all those different times. And over the course of a year or even two, you'd be amazed what you take ownership of, how you know how tall a plant is. Last year, this plant was only this big, and now it's so much bigger. Last year, we only had a few columbine, and now we have so many, we can share them. What birds, even neighbors. I know that dog. I know those neighbors. So these are the ways that you connect. You make a choice to just sit still for a little bit. Hence the music, hence the space, and the chairs. Please, if you aren't part of a family household, we do understand that these two chairs would have to be separate. Please do so.
Please feel free to move them. I'm going to pan the camera a little bit here.
You can sit in any location. We happen to be enjoying the red tulips today.
Yep.
But on previous occasions, the hyacinths were in bloom. The spirea will be lovely. You can watch the bees on that. The nine bark will be in bloom in a little while. Ed's killing a tulip right now. Yeah, you're stepping on it. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Oh, and so this side of the garden, it's amazing how this side will change because we have baptisia in here and panicum grass. And those things get really tall. So this space will change dramatically also. So there is our big reveal. We have these fun chairs. And I'll tell you, honestly, it's so easy. If you have a method by which to saw, they just saw right off. You could probably use a hacksaw if you had a hand one. And, worst case scenario, if you needed, you could...
Yeah, all right, just, talk to your parents first. Adult supervision.
Yes, we do not recommend this at home. But really all we did was use it. Look, see, we just marked it. Can you see that? We just marked it. And we do recommend you saw in this direction. High side up.
We don't recommend anything.
We don't recommend
we are not giving directions on how to saw.
How to use anything that could take off a finger. Not at all. No saws.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So, we've talked about connecting with nature in a different way. We've talked about our goal here of putting you in connection with nature. We talked about different nature spaces in the past, and this is a lovely live space to put your sit spot in. But it doesn't have to be like this. You could connect with nature in any way. It could be just under a tree. A single tree is all you need. It could be in a field. It could be on grass. It could be in a space that is nature related, but maybe not as green as this. Maybe it's a dead tree over there and a log over there and some wood chips, but you can hear the birds chirping, and you can understand how that connection can alleviate some of the stress and fatigue.
Maggie was really wondering how we cut them down. We used a saw.
Oh, yeah, we used a chainsaw. But
No, we didn't. That's not what we used at all.
No, I'm sorry. We started with the chainsaw, and then we broke the chainsaw on something else.
We used a saw.
A circular table saw. Circular saw? What is it called?
We used a saw. Please to talk to somebody that knows how to work these things before trying to use any type of cutting device.
We are talking from our experience and our level of comfort. We are in no way, shape, or form saying this is the end-all, be-all, this is the only answer, this is the right answer. Really, this is a DIY thing you can find all over the internet.
Check Pinterest, not us.
We had also considered spray painting them, but that was a whole other step in the process. And we
Well,
wanted to get them out.
and we didn't want spray paint on our clothes.
Well,
I didn't.
Ed's fear. He thinks the spray paint will come off on our clothes.
We'll test
Okay,
it
so
before
we've
we put them out.
moved from a lovely, informative, peaceful video to a conversation.
I'm blaming Maggie.
So we have enjoyed your company, Maggie. Thank you so much for joining us. We have to talk again because I've already thought about a lot of stuff.
That is a really good idea, Maggie. She's going to Google how to cut through heavy plastic.
There you go.
Why didn't we think of that? And
I
Maggie
did.
to the rescue.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking because Ed does not like what he's hearing. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for connecting with nature. Please let us know what you want to hear about or learn about. Doesn't have to be garden related. We have art projects. We have our Cats at Work program. We have cultural projects. We have our Friday feature. If you have a business or if you know someone who wants to sponsor us, and that partnership could be featured on Fridays. We do talk about our programs right now that are virtual. We're doing our What's in Bloom on Instagram, and then we do that tour on Saturday. It should be nice enough Saturday that we can do the What's in Bloom tour. And let's see what else. I've got all our programs. You know about connecting with nature. Please share this video with anyone you think might be interested. We are looking at other ways to get our message across. So let us know. Find us a sponsor. Find us donors. Find us a plumber.
We really need a plumber.
So thank you all very much. It has been a pleasure, and I hope that we can teach you something soon.
Yep. And stay tuned because there might be more information on how to build a nature space soon. Maybe. All right.
More teases.
Yep. All right.
Take care.
Okay. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. You guys can go. Oop, that's my finger. Nature play is fun.